was placed in solitary confinement April 18, 1972, and I didn't get out of solitary confinement until February 19, 2016.
Albert and the other two inmates each spent decades in solitary confinement. They became known as the Angola Three. Human rights groups around the world declared their punishment cruel and inhumane.
Well, this room is a little bigger than the cell, to give you some idea of the size of the cell we lived in solitary confinement. The cell is approximately, 9 feet long and 6 feet wide.
This is the length of it?
Yes.
Good Lord.
So you have a very narrow path that you can walk up and down the cell.
How much time you spend in this space?
23 hours out of the day.
23 hours every day?
Every day.
7 days a week?
7 days a week, 365 days a year. It's a living nightmare, filled with one horror after another. That's the only way I can describe prison. The strip search. Now that is one of the most humiliating experiences you could go through. And you have to stand before these people stripped completely naked. And you have to, raise your genitals and you open your mouth, and this is what they used to do, our ancestors on slave blocks. And so we started resisting, we wouldn't do it. They would tell you strip and you refuse, and they'd beat you and tear your clothes off and stuff, slam you down on the desk. I don't know how many times I got beat.
Albert's physical world was incredibly small and oppressive, but he refused to let his cage confine him. That would seem to close the mind, Albert. Didn't close yours.
I never thought about being in the cell. My mind, emotions, and all that were beyond the confines of that cell. I said that if me dying in solitary confinement, become a better human being and to make those around me better, it would be worth it. I started trying to raise the level of conscience of the prisoners in the dormitory I lived in, educate, agitate, organize against prison corruption, prison brutality.
Albert had freed his mind, even though his body remained confined.
We are deeply disappointed that Mr. Woodfox will not be released today.
Twice Albert had his conviction overturned. Twice more, the state imposed new charges. Finally, government officials offered to release Albert if he pleaded no contest to lesser charges. On his 69th birthday, after 43 years and 10 months in solitary, Albert Woodfox became the last of the Angola Three to be released. Albert's body finally followed his mind to freedom.